crowd still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Pat Surtain in on the stop, facing a team that his dad played 4 seasons with.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 43.
Yellow!
Blown back, gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow!
The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he gets him around 6 there. Riley Moss with that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Yellow!
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Gray. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Yellow!
Give now to the running back. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Mahomes to throw for it. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Spice high.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
180. 15. Spice high.
Play action, Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Yellow. Spice high.
3rd and long for him here. Makes the catch. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Complete to Mims. And they're going to force him out. It looks like just about a step or 2 before he can get to that 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 13 yards.
Broncos first down.
Offense is set. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have second and pretty long here. Nix now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Tight end going in motion here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get the game's first points here in the second. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Yellow.
On second and 10 now, Mahomes hits his running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Back to the air, Mahomes. And he's caught Jalen Royals. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it meant the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady. Hey, color.
Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Gronk, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Broncos going nickel here. Third down.
Buy down these two. 180.
They'll throw. Third and long. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
Broncos first down. An 8-yard pickup.
On 1st down, it's Nix. That's completed right side. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And his kick is no good. He missed it, but wait just a second. Looks like the penalty flag might bail him out, Brock. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
14. Cheifs 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout, that's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6. He
finds Ingram working downfield here. tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Item 15.
Back to throw it. Couldn't find a completion on first down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick
Butker
off
on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Second down. Here's Nix again. The right side, Noel has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing again. Here's Nix. He put everything he had into this. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Gay to add the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 3 now.
Yellow! Attack! Attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it with Mahomes. It is caught left side. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
At the 17-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Gay's kick is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Buying some time left. On the run, deep down the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Yellow.
They'll air it out on third. Forced out to his right. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Mahomes throwing on fourth. He gets it to Rice. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out is going to carry on.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Christian Harris on the stop.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Yellow.
And you just get the play off. Buying some time right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Another throw for Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Check.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He loses it on the return. They could get this back.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of eyes. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause. could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
On outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man?